Okay, good to see everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to work. We've been back. We got back Tuesday morning. Went to work on the 49ers right away, and that's what we've been working on really hard. And we'll have players will be in here starting this afternoon. We'll be doing our thing. We're going to have a walkthrough practice toward the end of the afternoon, and do our best to get ready for these guys. We had one transaction. You probably all know it's coming. I don't know if it's out there yet, but I know there's rumors of it being out there, but Matt Skura is a season-ending knee injury. He will not be back for the rest of the year. He should be fine for next year, but that all depends, obviously, on a lot of things. But it was a serious knee injury, and we'll be making whatever move we make by the end of the week to, account for that with our offensive line. Okay. What do you have?
John, do you feel confident going with Patrick Mekhari there?
Yes.
John, I remember early this summer, I think, maybe even the spring, Mekhari was a name that you kind of mentioned as one of the guys that was standing. What did you see from him right away, and what have you seen from him as he's evolved?
Well, I mean, like I said then, he's just a good player. We were very fortunate to get him. I don't know how he fell through in the draft. To me, that's a fluke. I blame all the scouts in the National Football League for missing him. It's kind of a joke that they missed him, and we were really happy to benefit from that. And we're happy that we got him and played well, and I expect him to play at a high level.
How disappointed were you for Matt, just because he's worked so hard to get better over the years, and he was having such a good year?
Yeah, no question. I'm just really disappointed for him. He's playing at such a high level. I think he established himself as one of the better centers, at least in the National Football League. Without trying to even overstate it, I thought he did. He was playing at a really, really high level and running the show up front and all those things. So you just feel bad about it for him. But he'll come back from it. Marshall was reminding me Tuesday, that he had the exact same injury, pretty much the exact same injury, I think. I don't know the details, but he said it was the same. In 09, 08 or 09? Might have been 08.
It was,
right? Yeah, so he said he's been through this and he can help Matt with it and the recovery, and he'll come back from it stronger than before.
John, last week a lot of people saw when they watched the Packers and 49ers, especially that front, get after Aaron Rodgers a lot. Right. What makes that front so good? And
a lot of high picks. I mean, they earn those picks. They're top 5 picks, and they did a really good job. I give them a lot of credit. They decided that they were going to build a great defensive front with those picks they had, and they did it, and they all panned out. They're all good players, and not just them. They've had a guy, Sheldon Day, it's another one. He's come in and played at kind of same kind of level. So I think they're all playing well. I think obviously their coaching staff has done a great job. It's very clear what they try to do philosophy-wise on defense, how they want to play, their style. Very hard-playing defense, very physical defense. They run to the ball really well. It's just a talented group, and they're playing the kind of football that you respect on defense.
Are they rare for how well they're able to get to the quarterback without blitzing very much?
Well, yeah, they are. I mean, they just that's how they do it. They start. I'd say it's a front-to-back built defense, and they have a good secondary too, and they have some young linebackers they really hit on. Here's 3 linebackers. One was drafted in the 3rd round that most people didn't have as a draft pick guy. And look at him. He's playing great, and the 2 other guys are free agents. So, and they're sideline to sideline guys who can play behind those big guys. It's kind of a perfect fit. So yeah, I'd say it's rare.
John, Mekhari had played tackle, guard, not a lot of center in college, if any. When he came here, was it immediate that you said, hey, he slots in as a center here? What did you see from him that said he could play center here?
Well, he played center and guard, and that was why we liked him. We felt like, I think he did it in college in practice quite a bit, as a matter of fact, but that was the plan. The plan was guard center guard. Those guys, the more that those guards can be interchangeable at center, you really need that. You need that flexibility depth-wise. And so he just went to work on it, did a great job, and got his snaps ironed out, and he's smart and tough and done a good job.
John, is Michael Pierce progressing to the point where he could be an option this week?
Yeah, I would. I think so. Yeah, I hate to get out in front and make a prediction because he's been wrong before, but I think there's a chance he'll be there.
John, do you see any parallels between your tight ends and George Kittle?
I haven't thought about it like that. Yeah.
If not, then have you seen any tape of his so far, George?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's one of the best in the league. I mean, he's an all-around tight end, very physical, very fast, great body control. He's good against man coverage, just like he is zone coverage. You know, he can outrun safety sometimes, and he does a good job of running real subtle routes against man, where he leans in and creates space really well. He runs the vertical routes well. He runs the corner routes really well. And then he gets in there and he's a difference. You can see in the run game he makes a big difference. I mean, when he's blocking in line, even when he's blocking as a motion guy, he just does all that stuff well. You combine him with Kyle, they have a lot of flexibility with those guys. They'll get in their base offense and line up anywhere from, I formation to spread it all out and being empty. Those guys have those kind of talents. I think that's one of the things that Kyle Shanahan does a great job with, the versatility of their offense with the personnel that they have, because they have versatile players. Any one of the receivers can hurt you. It's kind of system-oriented. They're all talented. Quarterback does a great job of spreading the ball around, taking what the passing game gives him. They'll move him. They'll drop him back. So it's a well-rounded offense.
Is that kind of reminiscent of your guys' offense and able to
No.
so much versatility?
Versatility-wise?
Versatility.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but not the same style at all. It's like kind of an opposite way of doing it. I guess you'd say. Maybe that's what you're referring to. So, but sure, versatility-wise, yeah. In that sense, it's very similar.
John, when you were in the offensive in the offseason redesigning this offense, in the last month, the efficiency is just incredible. Is that kind of like we could do that if we can be that physical and versatile?
Yeah, that was the idea. But we have a lot of place to go. I mean, we'll see how we are this week against this defense.
John, there's a stat, I think ESPN had the stat that Lamar has the best passer rating when you go with an empty backfield. Is there something about him that makes it especially difficult to defend when there's no running back?
Well, I think he's good. I mean, he sees the field real well. He's got. I always have said from the beginning. You guys know this. He's got really good vision. And he's got good awareness of what's going on the field. Really, kind of every aspect of it. So that's what kind of empty is. Seeing the whole field, understanding where you want to go with the ball.
Same kind of deal. I think he has like 6 touchdowns this year when teams have brought just all-out pressure that covers the Euro look. Is it just his ability to make that quick read and find an open guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's just good. It's like all the stats are pretty good, so far. So see what happens. We got games still to play.
John, you mentioned that just doing a walkthrough kind of practice today. How big of a challenge is it to keep coming back Monday night West Coast, to keep the guys mentally and physically fresh in this?
Haven't measured it, Jameson. The same answer that I always give those kind of questions.
Are you doing anything differently other than just changing the walkthrough, or anything else trying to manage?
Yeah, we're just doing kind of a semi-short week mindset. So that today is kind of a short week mentality. That's why we're doing the walkthrough. It's more of a mental day. Not that we couldn't use the work, against this team, but you got to balance that with the travel and the fact that we're playing on I told him after the game, I said, I think it was 11:20 Eastern Standard Time, and I said, hey, in 40 minutes we'll be 5 days from the Niners, so let's get our minds right, And I know our guys have done a good job of that. They came back, there was 15 to 20 guys in the weight room with the coach, me, lifting right off the plane, and I thought that was really cool. The guys were thinking recovery and get right on the the task at hand.
John, what about Jalen Ferguson? I can remember Wink maybe a couple months back making a point to say that, man, he's really progressing and developing right in front of our eyes, and now we're seeing that carry through on the field. How have you evaluated his last 2 games specifically?
He has done that. I mean, he's gotten better every single week. He still knows he has a long way to go, but the physicality, the heavy hands, the edge setting, the way he's rushing the quarterback, yeah, I'd say he's done a good job.
John, why are you thankful this year with the team for the Thanksgiving?
Why am I thankful for the team? Yes. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm really thankful for these guys. Just the fact that their attitude, their effort and their attitude, the joy they bring to work every day. That's what coaching. That's what we do it for. We're not coming in here not to be happy, right? We can be locked in and focused. And I'm sure our guys, aren't going to be real media friendly probably today because they're tired and they got work to do, But you guys want to come in and have fun too, right? You want to enjoy yourself, and hopefully it's a good environment that way. And I think the players, the kind of guys they are, create that for all of us.
John, going back to this guy, getting off the plane and lifting, and obviously you set the tone as a leader of that, but you probably at this point don't even have to say a whole lot. They seem to be on board with that and do it themselves almost anyway. Is that accurate?
I would agree with that. I think that's how they're raised. That's how most of these guys were raised. You know, that's the mindset they take, and that's why it's it's really good to be with them every day.
John, I know it's kind of a silly question, but people say, during walks you can find these great moments of clarity. When you're working out and probably not thinking too much about the games, do you find yourself thinking about the game in interesting ways?
No, actually, because I'm working out with Steve Saunders, and I'm just thinking about survival usually at that point, to be honest with you.
John, are you aware that you're quite the hit on Marlon Humphrey's post-game Instagram Live after wins on Team Planet?
He came over to me. I'm minding my own business. I'm trying to eat my Popeye's chicken sandwich. They're popular now, That could be something like Judon got. Judon got free Taco Bell for life, if Popeyes is listening. But, yeah. So he comes up, he's got the camera, and he says, something about, hey, fans out there would like to hear what's up from Coach Harbs. So he just turned the camera on. So I said, what's up? Seemed easy.
We were hoping for more FaceTime, though. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Marlon, I don't know. Marlon just kind of maybe he sensed the moment. He kept moving. The guys were having fun. It was a fun flight. It was a happy flight. Tony La Russa, who I've had a chance to get to know pretty well through my brother-in-law Tom Crean, that's what he talks about. He always texts me. He said, "Have a happy flight." Whenever you win or whenever they win a series and they'd fly back, it was a happy flight. So then there's nothing better than a happy flight. Kevin likes the bus ride from the the stadium back to the airport. That's Kevin's favorite. So, the peaks and the valleys. Try to have more peaks if you can. All set? All right, thanks.
Thanks, John.